Hello everyone! As the new year approaches, let me give you the final wrestler messages from the old one, 2020. Yokozuna candidate Takakeisho finished up his training on December the 27th and will work on things by himself over the New Year break. He's also looking forward to the all-Japanese WBO Super Flyweight World title fight between Kosei Tanaka and Kazuto Ioka on New Year's Eve. Does that mean he won't be watching ex-stablemate Takanofuji in MMA? Speaking about his summer comeback from injury, completed with the November title, Takakeisho said, "Although it's hard at the beginning, when you return from injury and post good results, you can say that injury made you mentally stronger. 2020's been an eventful year, and I want to move on from it by continuing to relentlessly work on everything I've been doing until now." Tokiwayama stablemate Takanosho wants to maintain both his 165 kilo weight and muscle mass over the New Year weekend. Uber Eats to aid the former, weight training to help with the latter. Chasing both Ozeki and an Emperor's Cup in 2021, he pledges to learn from Takakeisho, saying, "I admire the way he fights at his own pace up there. Although he must be tense inside, you just never know it from watching him. That's what I've got to be more like." Yokozuna Kakuryu finished up his training a day later on the 28th, and is still not fighting practice bouts. His coach Michinoku says that the injury situation must be monitored until the last minute, but adds, "At this moment, it's looking like he will compete in January." Even Michinoku wants it all over with now, I reckon. Kadoban Ozeki Asanoyama trained until the 29th and received warm words from his new master Asaseki-ryu, packed with hope for the new year. Unable to return to his Toyama hometown for the first time since turning pro, much to his sadness, Asanoyama says, "The stable's training area and weights room are completely free, so I'll see what my body's up to doing. My shoulder's now okay, and I feel nothing wrong even during practice bouts." He views 2020 as a year of two halves, saying, "It started well when my Kindai University senior Tokushoryu won the cup and I got to Ozeki, but it ended regrettably with that pullout." Parcels of food received from his hometown ought to cheer him up, as will an exciting New Year's Eve spent watching Rising Mixed Martial Arts and, yes, Takanofuji. As for next year, he says, "I'm aiming for one rank higher, and the first condition for that is a title. My first title in 2019 kind of came about by chance, so next time I want to win it on my own ability." Fellow Kadoban Ozeki Shodai wrapped things up on the 30th, without practice bouts, but he assures us he fights around 15 of them on most days. 2020 was a year of new experiences, he says. My first title, followed by my first withdrawal. It was mortifying that the injury came so quickly after the title, but I try to see the positives and make something good of it. For January, he says, what will be, but I reckon I can fight normally. Unable to return to his native Kumamoto, he may do some individual training in the stable this weekend. 21-year-old Kotoshoho seems further spurred on by high school teammate Oho's rise into Division 2, saying, "One by one, the guys my age are catching up with me. I am burning to stay ahead of them." And finally, hope for a brighter future for Calamity Hit Akua. He and his 10 Tatsunami stablemates have recovered from the dreaded virus and have returned from hospital and hotel isolation. Ichinojo's coach Minato is out of hospital too. All the men just mentioned are expected to report for Kokugikan duty in January as normal.